Hello, Mary. How are you? You look wonderful. Look at the beautiful color.
Oh, Dennis, look at you in Las Vegas.
Look at that coconut.
Johnny be good. Well, he used to carry his guitar in it, got his sack, laying down by the railroad track. Well, people come a mile around here, play that blues and so sweet. Yeah, hey, someday your baby's gonna be alive. Play it, Johnny be good tonight. Go, 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 go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, 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 go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Johnny be good. Go! Well, I say go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Go, Johnny, go, 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 go. Go, Johnny, go, go. Hey. Go, Johnny, go, go. Johnny be good. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Good evening. Welcome to another edition of This is Rock and Roll. My name is Dennis Dion Nardone, and tonight, or today, however you watch the show, we have Donald Baby Ray Moyer here. Baby Ray, welcome
doing?
to
How you
This
doing?
is Rock and Roll. It's been a long time coming, and man, we worked
Yes,
together a few
yes.
times.
Yeah.
And you are a singer. Is that what you consider yourself? A singer, performer?
Singer, performer, entertainer. I'm honored, by the way, man, to be here. I've heard so much, and since I've got to meet you, I've got to work with you and stuff.
Yes.
So yes, man. Some of the groups that we've been with, like the Fellas.
Well, let's get into all these groups because
Yeah.
you must be a very talented person, which I know you
No,
are,
you know, I
because
try.
you sing with the Fellas, you sing with the Jarmels, you sing with the Dubs, you sing with the Platters, and you also
Yeah.
sing with Cadillac Chris.
Cadillac Chris,
Did I
my
leave
new-
anyone out?
Yeah, no, the Paragons,
Paragon.
the Crests.
The Crest.
And
Wow.
then, and as of January, I'll be doing a little background for Bobby Wilson, Womack Wilson.
Bobby Wilson.
Yeah.
Okay, the son
Yes,
of
yeah,
Jackie.
The son of Jackie Wilson. That's right.
Wow.
Yeah, yeah.
That's
I'm
good.
trying. I want to be like you when I grow up, man.
All right, let's start from the beginning. Where are you from?
From North Carolina. North Carolina. I was born and raised there on a farm. Family owned the
On
farm.
a farm?
Yeah.
And what are you singing out in the cotton fields or something?
Yeah, man, you wouldn't believe it, man. The cotton field, tobacco field, the hay fields.
All
But
right.
yeah, I never thought that I would be in New York City.
Really?
And stuff like
Did
that.
you sing doo-wop on the oldies on the
No,
on the
I
farm?
didn't even know what doo-wop was, man. To be honest with you, I'm a young guy. I'm 45 now, so
Yeah.
I was about 30 then.
Okay.
25, 30 then, and so.
So
I
you
was
went to
doing,
high school in
Yeah, I did a little bit of college,
North-
and
North
actually, my high school chorus teacher tried to push me to get a grant,
Right.
for music.
Okay, is that when you
so-
discovered you had a voice in high school?
Yeah, sir. A lot of people started coming to me and asking me why didn't I do music and why didn't I try.
All right, so if you're on the farm, there's no corners that sing on the corners and
Nope,
stuff.
no, it's
so,
just all
plus you
open
were a little
air.
old anyway. It wasn't the 50s, obviously.
Right.
So you
Yeah.
started singing in high school, started singing. Did you get into your first band, your first group? And
Yeah,
what were you singing?
actually, I joined the high school choir my senior year, just for elective. You know how you get these electives. You need an extra credit.
Yeah, yeah. I did
and
typing
I did
myself.
it, and the music teacher she liked me, and so she started putting me on leads for the colleges, and for, did Channel 2 News, a couple Christmas specials, and I started liking a little bit of the shine.
Yeah.
So I kind of jumped in when I could as far as music go.
Okay.
But most singers, entertainers know when you're singing around the house, most family members tell you to shut up.
Yeah.
So I just did what I could, for right then, and finally ended up in New York City, man. A couple of guys.
So you made your way to New York City. The family moved. You moved. You
just me.
Just you.
A couple of friends, told me, look, you sing, you need to come out to New York and try it.
Okay, so you went for the purpose of to sing, and
Yeah.
okay, you didn't just decide to move to New York City. You went for the purpose.
I went for the purpose,
and a reason to sing.
I never wanted to move from where I lived. It was my hometown.
So right now you're in Manhattan still?
Manhattan, Washington Heights. Been there
Oh.
for about almost 20 years now.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you moved to Manhattan, and
Met the John Mills.
you met the John
I
Mills.
met the John Mills first.
And that famous song is
A little bit of soap.
A Little Bit Me Here.
A little bit of soap will wash away the lipstick on your face.
There you go. And
Yeah, and then they did Just the Way You Look Tonight, Red Sails, so they did a few things. But of course, a little
you
bit
got
of
an
soap.
album, didn't you?
Oh yeah, and we did a recording, 50 years. Recording. It has
got the right camera?
it's about all original
Okay.
tunes. We even have a call back to a little bit of soap called More Soap. So you
That's
get a
on
chance
the
to check it
album.
out. It's on the album. You get it from CD Baby, JawMills.com, all that right there.
Okay.
And if you call in, I might have some for Dion Nardone to give out if you do the right thing. We will talk about that. But yeah, the John Mills was my very first name group.
Right.
You
And
know,
of course they had the big hit.
Yeah, they helped me out a lot. Ray Smith, the original member,
Uh-huh.
and Tyrone Thomas, he did 7 Minutes of Funk. Which,
Now, didn't the John Mills have, were they the group that opened up for the Beatles?
They were. Yeah, they
Right, at Shea
they were
Stadium.
actually bigger in Europe. Of course, they're like
Uh-huh.
#1 and all that in Europe. They did pretty well here.
They
of course.
opened up for Shea Stadium for the Beatles.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yes, sir. Man, he
And
was,
you couldn't hear them, of course, because
well,
people were screaming Beatles, Beatles, Beatles. But anyway, it's
Yeah.
another story.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
they got a late to claim from that. But anyway, that's a big hit.
Yeah,
a little bit of soul.
after the John Mills, that's when I met the fellas, Joe Rivera.
Joe Rivera, who we had on the show.
I had on the show, yeah. And actually, I met you through Joe.
That's
You
right.
and Joe do a lot. Joe has introduced me to a lot of great,
Joe Rivera, who sings with the-
people.
Joe Rivera, who sang with
He's all Earl Lewis.
Earl Lewis and the Channels, the Teenagers.
The Teenagers.
And,
Joe
he's
Patan.
another voice everyone wants in the
Yes,
background.
yeah.
But we had him on the show, and
every
anyway,
chance
that's how
I
we
get.
met.
Every chance I get, I try to use him. But he called me over one day, and he asked me, he was in a bind, and he asked me if I would do a show for him like that night. And it was actually one of your shows, so
Yes.
I was a little nervous.
You're a little
I
nervous.
was a little nervous because you can be a little strict on your shows now. That's a good thing. But it was actually a great experience. Barbara Harris and the Toys was there, and
Yeah.
I got a warm welcome from everybody. It was nice.
Okay.
Man. It was really
All right.
nice.
So I mentioned the Dubs. You sing with the
The
Dubs.
Doves, yes.
And,
Cleveland Steels.
Cleveland Stills was a long-time singer. We got a video, and we're not going to go to one of the love songs right now. We're going to go to one of the upbeat songs.
Oh, all right.
So
all right.
we're going to see you in the background with the Dubs, and Leslie Anderson on lead.
Yes.
Is the famous Dubs out of East Harlem, or Harlem, and we're going to go to a song and see you in the background, Baby Ray with the Dubs. Watch the monitor. Yeah, the Dubs with Baby Ray in the background.
You know you make me wanna keep my heels up, hold my hands up, hold my head down. Come on now, don't get to say don't get to say yeah. Say it right now, come on, say it, darling, come on now. when you look at me at 9 years old. Hey, yeah, I was a fool to you from the bottom of my soul. Hey, yeah, but now that you're grown up, I said you're old enough to know. Hey, yeah, you gonna leave me now. I said you wanna let me go. I want you to know that I want you to know right now. You've been good to me, baby. Better than I've been to myself. Hey, hey, and if you ever leave me, I don't know nobody else. Hey, hey, said I want you to know. Hey, I said I want you to know right now. You know you make me wanna take it easy, take it easy, take it easy. Everybody now, come on. Hey, hey, hey,
All right, we are back, and welcome back to This is Rock and Roll. My name is Dennis Dion Nardone, and my guest tonight, Donald Baby Ray Moyer. And you just seen a video of Baby Ray in the background singing with the Dubs and doing an upbeat song, Shout. And talking about the Dubs.
Oh,
but
yeah,
wait a minute,
yes.
before we talk about the Dubs, where's Al? Al,
I'm right here.
come on over here, Al.
Mr. Al.
We have a little gift for you.
Another great man I've learned to know.
We have a little
got
gift
to know.
for you. We have a
Oh wow! Oh great!
CD and your coffee mug
CD in
for
the cup,
morning.
official cup.
All right, just everybody, I love it. I love it. Oh wow, man.
So the Dubs.
Yes.
Out of Manhattan, out of Harlem,
Yes,
Cleveland
yes.
Stills, way back when. A whole story about the Dubs. Anyway, you're singing with them now. How did you meet up with Cleveland Stills?
You know, working with the John Mills, you know, everybody knows in this business, you know, it's hard to keep the work going. You know, everybody's getting a little older now, you know, so, you know, you get a little worried sometimes to have to take a little bit more time off. And the John Mills was having a little bit of slow season. And someone told me that the Dubs needed a first tenor. And, you know, and I do first tenor for a couple of different groups, so I said, you know, I'm gonna try this. And so I called and I booked an appointment for an audition. And I started telling my friends, you know, look, I'm going for an audition for the Dubs, and blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
And they kept saying, well, you know, so you taking Spider's place? I was like, and I said, yeah, I guess this is his name, Spider. Yes, they said, oh, it's a shame that Spider had just passed. And they said, that's a shame, but you know, Spider has a specific voice, and he's very beautiful voice, and it's, you know, and so I got to hearing all these compliments about this first tenor, and they was like, so you're going to try this? I was like, so well, yeah, I'm gonna try it.
So you did.
So I tried it, and
Now
I
you
actually
did you
had
have to go in
two.
front of Cleveland and Leslie
And
Anderson?
Leslie, yes, Cleveland and Leslie. And as a matter of fact, they were looking for a first tenor and a bass. You know, B.J. Thomas, you know, he was having some health issues. So they were looking for a first tenor and a bass. And when I heard about the first tenor, I was maybe I should go in and try the bass part. But it actually worked out. They called me in for a second audition. It worked out. It was between me and a guy named Tito Santiago. I don't know if you know him or not. He sang with Exciters. I can't think of the
Well, anyway, the Dubs,
Yeah.
of course,
Yeah,
three big
yeah,
hits.
um,
Could This Be Magic?
Chapel of Dreams.
Chapel of Dreams.
Don't ask me to be lonely.
Don't Ask Me to Be Lonely.
Oh,
Three
yeah,
big hits.
3 big hits.
I mean, they can go on stage, sing those songs, and leave.
Oh yeah, they have. If I'm not
And people
mistaken, they
just
had
love
like
it.
20, like.
But they do
15,
have
20.
a few of the love songs. And Leslie is
Yes.
great in concert.
Leslie
he's
Anderson.
a showman.
His voice. man,
Yes.
he's-
So anyway, now you're singing with the Dubs. You win the audition, or so they accept
Yeah,
you.
we in the audition,
And
yeah.
you're with the Dubs.
Yes.
And Dubs,
Things
they
is
work.
working out wonderfully. As a matter of fact, we'll be doing a show next weekend. Actually, this Saturday. As a matter of fact, we're gonna be there this Saturday at where is it gonna be at? At the Heinz Hall in Pittsburgh. So we're gonna have Kenny Vance and Jimmy Gallagher, the Passions, the Chantels. We're gonna have the Mystics.
That's a
so,
big gig.
oh yeah, I mean we gonna have, I always have fun with the Chantels.
Oh.
Chantels and and of course Kenny Vance.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
Kenny he packs just about every house that we perform at, but it's gonna be a very good show. And to go in and sing Chapel of Dreams.
All right, so as a young man, let me ask you that now that you went that direction. As a young man, how does it feel when you're singing or you're meeting all these guys that had big hits in late 50s, early 60s?
Oh.
And, you were a little guy.
Yeah.
And now you're with these guys that had the big hits in the 50s and 60s.
Yeah.
Even and you're sitting with Cleveland Still, who's almost 90 and still singing.
Yeah.
And, way before your time. How's it feel to be with these icons of the music of doo-wop?
Well, you have a plethora of feelings. A lot of things go down. You have a lot of different feelings, intimidation, honored, just to be honored to be around
I
them.
tell you myself, I find it very hard to explain to someone how to introduce Mr. Sonny Turner and the Platters when years and years ago I'm listening to his records, and now here I am on stage introducing him. I just can't explain the feeling of that, and it's just tremendous. And you always say, I'm just blessed by doing this, and I guess you feel the same way. Here you are behind an icon like Sonny Turner, which we're going to talk about after the next video, by the way. Well, maybe we can bring it up now. Sonny Turner of the Platters, second lead singer of the Platters, icon himself. And tell me about Sonny Turner.
Oh, Sonny, man, he's been actually Sonny. I can almost say, and no disrespect to the rest of the groups, but I can almost say that I've had the most fun with Sonny. And reason being is, he has become more of a kind of a solo artist now. So now, as his Platters, we basically come in and just compliment him. He has his own thing. So he just come in, you have a good time.
I'll tell you what we're going to do. Before we talk more about the Platters and Sonny Turner, let's go to the big hit of the Dubs, Could This Be Magic? Here you are on stage with the Dubs. Leslie Anderson on leads, Cleveland Still, Could This Be Magic? Big, big hit for the Dubs. Let's go to the video, and we're going to check this out. And what's that feeling of Could This Be Magic? When it's the last song and the people hear that sound.
I mean, the very first ooh or ah is what's, it gets you, it runs through you.
And then when he comes out with just Could This Be Magic, it's like everybody just loves that song. All right, so let's go to the video, watch the monitor. Here's Baby Ray with the Dubs, and the last song of their show is always Could This Be Magic? So let's go to the video, watch the monitor.
Are we ready? Everybody in the house that can remember. Could this be magic? My dear, my heart is overflow. Could this be magic? Loving you so. Could this be magic, my dear? Having your love, my prayers were answered. So far from above, I thought that it would be just a memory to linger in my heart with pain. But to my surprise, I opened up my eyes and I'm with you once again.
All right, we are back. My name's Dennis Dion Nardone, and this is rock and roll, name of the show. And my guest, Donald Baby Ray Moyer, and singer, performer, again, the Jarmels, the Fellas, the Dubs, the Platters, and even Chris Ruggiero, and name the other groups, the Crest,
Oh, the Crest, the Paragons.
Paragons.
Yes.
So,
I'm
talented singer, performer, and sings with all these groups. And we just seen the video, of course, Could This Be Magic with the Dubs and Shout. We have one more video we're going to show. And this one is with Sonny Turner and the Platters.
wow.
And I believe it's Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. Sonny, as you mentioned, now real quickly, how did you hook up with Sonny? Another audition, you heard about it?
Actually, what was beginning to have a little name. People was beginning to hear who I was and the things that I did. And someone called me and said that actually some of his people were requesting me as one of his East Coast singers, you know, because he has singers in Vegas, you know.
Right.
And a lot of times it costs a lot for the travel and blah, blah, blah.
Yeah.
So they asked me to be one of the singers, and long story short, within 2 years, I became like the leader of his background vocals of East Coast.
Yeah.
So-
Okay.
so
So
it
again,
worked out right,
this has to be
yeah.
a big honor. You're part of
Yes. Oh man.
an icon group called the Platters with monster hits.
Oh man, a headliner.
Yes.
You know, I had this was my first headliner
Yes.
to deal with. I mean, everyone are stars, you know,
Yeah,
everyone's
yeah,
stars,
yeah.
but an actual headliner.
Yes.
You know, but we got a star on your dressing room door.
Yes.
That's
And Sonny Turner of the Platters
Yes.
is just
Great, you
tremendous,
know, he has a
tremendous
residency
entertainer,
in Vegas.
and he relives the music and the sound of the Platters. So when you go see Sonny Turner and the Platters, you're seeing the Platters. So we're gonna go out with the video, and with that, I want to say thank you very much.
Yes, sir.
Donald Baby Ray Moyer. We're gonna go out with you singing with the Platters and Sonny Turner, Smoke Gets in Your Eyes. So thank you so very much
Yes, sir.
for being on the
It's an
show.
honor.
And I want to thank my guest, of course, Baby Ray. And thanks BronxNet and the staff, producers Vic Sabatini, and of course Al Belfiore, our good friend Lou from BronxNet. The Just Nuts Music School. You want to learn an instrument? Head over to Tremont Avenue. My radio shows, make sure you listen. Every Saturday, Sunday morning, WVOX 1460. My website, I got a website, all my information, clubdennis911.net. So thank you for tuning in tonight's show. As we go out, God bless you, God bless the USA, and I look forward to another edition of This is Rock and Roll. My name is Dennis Dion Nardone. Have a great day, and let's go listen to the Platters with Baby Ray in the background.
Ask me how I knew my true love was true. Something inside cannot be denied. They said someday you find all love are when your heart's on fire, you must know the Lord. Smoke gets in your eyes. So I shot them and I nearly lost. To think they could just yet today my love has blown away. I am without more love.
party starts, you know she'll be around. Not the city girl. Took the chance with the BX girl. Not the city girl. Took the chance with the BX girl. She pulls her car up, opens up the door. She's still a lady, and that's for sure. Her clothes are tight, she looks so right. If the guys are looking, there'll be a fight. Not the city girl. Took the chance with the BX girl. Not the city girl. I see what you're doing out there. I see those moves you're making. I'm here to let you know, baby, cause I'm the one. So my name is Vic and I'm really slick. And I hold my reels and I do them really quick. When I'm on the job, putting on the show, cause I'm looking mold out like another Rambo.
Hey Al, I got an idea.